Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I am here again making more videos for you guys. So sorry if I look kind of crusty, not gonna lie, I finished filming, or I was streaming for 5.5 hours before I filmed this, and I filmed like a couple TikToks, so I'm not looking the best, but it's okay, we're just gonna go and ignore that for now. But today I will be showing you guys how to go and make text on your overlays and panels look good. I know I've made a TikTok about this. However, TikTok limits me to 60 seconds to make a video, and that is not enough time for me to go show you guys. I know that TikTok was super rushed, but don't worry, I am here with YouTube videos, so we can go take all the time in the world to go and thoroughly explain to you guys how to get this done. And I will be doing this in Photoshop, but again, this all can be done in pixlr.com/e. If you don't have Photoshop, Pixlr is free. Unfortunately, Photoshop is not. But couple things might have to be done differently, but the general principles are the same. All right, so here is an example stream starting screen that I made in Photoshop. And the background image is an image, this one right here, that I drew a while ago. It's from Weathering With You, if anybody has seen it. I mean, Your Name was better, but Weathering With You is absolutely gorgeous, and the shrine scene was just mwah, chef's kiss, so I actually had to go and draw that, but this was done in Procreate like maybe almost a year ago at this point. But this is bad for a number of reasons. Let me go explain why. First off, if we were to go look at this, the purple color that is used is not a color in the background whatsoever. Not at all. You can't see any purple here. So off the bat, the purple just glaringly stands out because the color is wrong. Secondly, the font that is used, it's very light. It's a very light font. The font is very thin, which means it is very difficult to read it. You can see that in the darker parts right here, where the bush behind it is dark, the letters N and T and A and R are just kind of blending into it. You can't even read it, honestly, on screen. It's so hard to read. And this is only because the font itself is so thin. Also, lastly, if we zoom in, right, if we look over here, you can see that the lines in the letters T and I are intersecting with parts of the art. It's intersecting with the rocks, and it's intersecting with parts of the shrine. So when you zoom out, it makes it really hard to read the letters T and I because they're intersecting like that. And this isn't even center in the first place. So how do we fix this, guys? Step 1, we want to go and select bold fonts. I know I spelled this wrong. Okay, it's spelled, I didn't use a capital K, but we're gonna go select this. I'm just gonna go and use this font's arrow, whatever this is, Aromatic Display, bold, and we're gonna make this size 350. Bam. Now it is much bigger. Off the bat, way easier to read. The second font, it's fine. I'm just going to make it a thicker font. We're just going to use this font called Baby Pumpkin. I like this font. All right, off the bat, looking at this, it is way easier to read already because we made the font bigger. Also, I recommend using sans serif fonts. It is way easier to read, and if you want to find sans serif font, you can just go to dafont.com and just go look for their sans serif category. Those fonts are very clean and generally the easiest to read. All right, now secondly, we need to go and change the colors. Now, I recommend making the text you want people to see your username, which means we're going to do things to go make the viewer's eye gravitate towards the username. The first thing to do this is to go and select a bright accent color for your username. Now, you can select an accent color. You have to select it from the background to make sure that text and everything is very cohesive and fits the color palette of your background image. Just by looking at this image, we can tell that the orange color of the shrine stands out against everything else, and that will be our accent color. If you ever are in doubt, you can go and right here, I'm going to select my layer, my background layer. I'm going to go and duplicate this layer. Let me go find duplicate, yes. And we're going to right click this and rasterize the layer so we can edit it. If it's not rasterized, you can't edit the layer. And you can tell what layer is rasterized or not in Photoshop by just looking, if you see the little clip, the little paper symbol, that is not rasterized. All right, so we're going to go to filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur, and just make a very large Gaussian blur. It should be blurry. We'll just make it like this, okay? Now look at this. Off the bat, take a look at this. What colors stand out now that all of the image is blurry, right? The light blues up here, the darker blues here, the green from the bushes, and the dark green grasses, and the shrine orange. These stand out. So your main colors are blue, some white, light gray, and greens over here, and oranges, okay? But you can tell that the orange is the brightest color of them all. So that is the accent color. We just hide this layer. And so let me make sure that we have our text selected. And then in the colors, we're going to go and color drop, bam, the color of the shrine. Now, what I also recommend you do, if you double click this, in Photoshop, you can add a border by going to layer, layer style, and then add a stroke. I'm going to go add a white border of size 10 weight. So right here, we're going to hit OK. Bam, off the bat, this is way easier to read. I'm just going to go make the secondary text, the stream starting text. I'm going to make that white because white is a very classic color, very bold, very easy to read, and it looks a lot better than pure black. Pure black is very harsh. Now we're going to go and try to center this. So let me go and drag it around real quick to center it. Let me go and all right, that seems pretty centered according to Photoshop. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, according to Photoshop, this is pretty centered. Now, we are going to go and click the layer behind the text, and now we are going to go and color select the darkest color on this overlay, right? On this background image. And if you guys can't tell, you guys always can turn on the Gaussian blur and look, which is the darkest color. Also looks pretty good like this, not gonna lie. The darkest color is the grass, the dark green from the grass. That is the darkest color. So I'm just gonna go select the dark green. All right, let me go select like a little bit lighter of the green, actually, like a darker green. Okay. Let me go click the box tool right here, and we're going to go and draw a rectangle. And over here, you can have the fill. Make sure the fill is the dark green color or whatever the darkest color for your background image. Click stroke, and we're going to hide the stroke. Bam. Now, I'm just going to go and center the rectangle. Okay, wait. Oh, the rectangle center, that means the text is not quite centered. Okay, wait. I'm actually going to make the rectangle a little bit bigger. Here, let me go make it like 600. Okay, and then let me try to center this and then center the text. Like that. All right, Catliente's stream starting. Now, this off the bat already looks pretty good, but we can make it better. So make sure you click the rectangle. Go to over here where it says normal. That is the layer style. We can add a bunch of different styles to the layers. You can add whatever you want. This one looks pretty. This one looks pretty. This one looks pretty. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and add a multiply layer. So I'm going to make this into a multiply layer. I'm going to go to opacity and I'm going to just turn it down to like maybe about 80. Something like that. Something close enough. 79. What this does is it makes... Because the color is now very dark, it makes the whites stand out more. So it makes the white stream starting text stand out, and it makes the white border around your username, or in this case, my username, stand out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the layer that is our background image, and we're going to go add a background color to it, okay? So let me go add a new layer here. Let me just go hide the background layer currently. We don't need to take a look at it, okay? Now, let's click the layer that is our background image. We're going to go to opacity, and we're going to lower it to about 79 as well, just temporarily, okay? Okay, so now that we've lowered our opacity to whatever, let's click the layer that is behind the drawing or the background image we have. Let's click it, and then go and select a color that you like from the color wheel. So I like blue, so I'm just going to go and select this light blue color. Let's fill it. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. That looks way better. Now we can go and lower the opacity of our initial image some more. And now this makes the text stand out even more. But you can still see the background image as well. But again, we want people to focus on our username and the fact that our stream is starting soon. And so if you have a background image, this is a great way to just make the text stand out so much more. All right, guys, so that is the finished tutorial on how to go make text stand out against your overlays or your panels that you're making. This works for panels as well, if you're making panels or just anything in general, any Twitch asset that uses text. This is a very good way to go make text stand out. I really hope this helped, and if it really did help, I would appreciate if you guys sub to my YouTube channel because it means a lot to me. I'll be posting more videos and more tutorials on how to start streaming and how to improve your stream setup. Also, I stream on Twitch as well. I do advice and stream roasts on Twitch, as well as doing other fun gaming content and art. So if you guys like that, I would appreciate it if you guys go follow my Twitch below and go check out my stream. I would appreciate it so much, guys. But I hope to catch you guys in another video. So, peace out, guys.